NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the Lakers starting group. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Sohan in at the 5 spot. Doncic kicks to Hachimura. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Now, here's Barnes. After Luka Doncic's miss. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Drills the three-pointer.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Vassell outside. Paul against Doncic. Here's Castle. Back to Paul. The 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. LA has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Paul against Doncic. High arcing shot. Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
Castle shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Reeves. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Launches it. He can't get it to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers ahead, leading by just 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Connect out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Vincent, and it's Reeves in at the 2 guard. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
So it's the Spurs now after the basket by Los Angeles. 5 on the clock. Johnson, the pass to West for 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers leading by 3. Reeves outside. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. To the paint. Vanderbilt misses. So it's San Antonio now. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Johnson against Vanderbilt. Johnson outside. Three-pointer. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Monster buzzer beater there. Helps carve into that deficit. Now it's anybody's game.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out?
You take a look at the Spurs, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
And taking a look back now at the first half of play, the Lakers find themselves in a tight one.
Their offense is running like a...
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. And it's Sohan in at the 5 down low. So that's it. Greg Popovich starts the second half. And the basket by Castle. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
That's a 2 from Paul. A rebound by the Lakers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Vassell wide open. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Hayes. Now here's James, covered by Vassell. Hayes with the screen for LeBron. Good, another from 3.
He continues to prove he's one of the greatest shooters ever.
And that triple just tied him for 5th place on the career list. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. 40 seconds left in the third. Pass to Castle. Barnes kicks to Vassell. Now Sohan. Here's Castle. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's LeBron. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
LeBron James, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Boy, LeBron just continues to perform at a very high level, which is simply incredible when you consider his age.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Here's Castle. Fires for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top, leading by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
3/10 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. The 3 for Doncic. Oh, Doncic with a confident 3 ball.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Here's Castle. Barnes outside. Barnes screen on James. It's blocked.
Important that Hachimura continues to make an impact on the defensive end. Terrific block right there.
Hayes the pass to Hachimura. James looking it over. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Lakers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Hayes on the wing, Reeves. Pass to Hachimura and stolen by Barnes.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so the Lakers take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll